Hello and welcome to my first video. In this video, I will be doing which coaster is better. But sorry that I'm kind of sick right now. It's just, I'll get better soon. But have a happy holidays to everybody and a happy New Year's. So basically in this video, I will be doing which coaster is better, Orion or Leviathan. They are built both by B&M. That stands for Bolliger and Bavyard. And so basically, let's start off with Leviathan. Leviathan is a B&M Giga. It stands 306 feet. And basically, Leviathan feels way more faster than Orion. But that is just my opinion. So basically, on Leviathan, you take a right-hand turn into just a left hill, then a drop, and then basically you take a right-hand turn, kind of. You'll see it on screen. You can also see that on Fury too, and Orion doesn't do that. And after this, you go into a good, strongish ejector, hill. It's kind of like a speed hill in a way, which Orion does have, but it's straight kind of. This is speed hill where you turn, then you go into a massive big hill, and yeah, you just get to go under that when you're entering the gate. Then you go into a turnaround, and then you go into a bank, which is it feels like just you're going through a bank really fast. It's not really anything special. But then you go into I believe airtime hill. Yeah, an airtime hill. This doesn't really do anything. It does give a little bit. It does give floater, but just not that good. It does though. Then you go into a left-hand turn, and then it basically, that's just a mini version, I guess you could say. This is really cool. It's like a mini version of the first right-hand turn, but now you're going left. So then you go up, and then you go into this long break run, which I don't think is that very long. Alright, let's get to Orion. Orion is 287 feet, I believe. I think so. And Orion is the best themed out of Leviathan and Orion. So I think Leviathan has the better entrance sign. One of my favorite entrance signs I've ever seen. And I think Orion, well, let's just get into the coaster, basically. I wasn't really going to say anything anyways. You go up to 287, and this is the only Giga coaster that's not 300 feet, but it could be argued that is a hyper coaster, but in my opinion, I think it is a Giga coaster, because then you go down the drop that is 300 feet, then you go into this massive wave turn. I believe that it's B&M's first ever wave turn. Then you go into this, the park doesn't get that much, Orion doesn't get that much credit for this, but it actually has a really unique bank for Orion. It has a really unique bank, and then you go and turn, and then you go into a floater hill. So I think this floater hill is okay, but it is a little bit overrated. It does give a lot of good floater, you're floating for a long time. It literally feels like you're Superman or something. That was a bad thing. Well, not bad really thing, but hard to really explain, but I don't know. Weightless. And then you go into a back, and then you go into basically the camelback is just a camelback. I don't really remember what happens. Actually, I do. It's just a camelback that gives pretty much good floater, and then, but not that much in my opinion. But then you go into this really tight turn, And then you go into like a really tight turn. Basically, I don't know how much it just gives some G's. Then you go into another turn that is basically followed just with the outward bank. It's actually a really good design considering B&M doesn't really go for the wavy turns. They go for camelback, graceful. But I would say this is the best part of the ride. Turn outwards. It's really hard to explain. It's going to be on the screen. But then you go into it also gives some airtime. And then these are the best parts of the ride. I don't know why, but you go into the brake run, which you get a really good pop of air. Why is the brake run better than the whole entire ride? We do not know. But basically, let's get back to the ratings. I think for a rating, Orion is a really good ride, and I think also Leviathan is a really good ride. I would ride them any day, but I think the winner has to go to Leviathan. It's such a good ride. I don't know if I'm biased or not. No, I don't think I'm biased. I can be biased because of like Yukon Striker, my first big ever coaster. But yeah, I might be biased. I don't know, but personally, if I had to think so, I would think Leviathan. But Orion is really good. So that will end the video. Thank you for subscribing if you did, and I will see you guys next time.